This lick is a nice combination of a simple melody at the beginning and then outlining the chords with 2 notes at the end. So the progression is in 2 parts. It starts with B minor, A, E, A, and then the second time it's just B minor, A, E. It doesn't return to the A. That's important because the first part where we do the melody, we walk down from B to A to G sharp to outline the E, but then right quick back up to the A to make sure that we nail that tonality. But then the second time, we walk down using pieces of those chords and our closest inversions. Here we go. So again, we go B, A, E, A, B, A, E. So we start with a little melody run. I like to use my 3rd finger because I feel like it's the strongest and I can sustain the easiest with it. So I'm going to slide up from A to B. I'm going to focus on my roots for the first 2 chords. Now instead of an up and down vibrato, I'm going to do more of a violin style vibrato for this. So I'm going to slide into it and I'm going to be kind of shaking my finger from the headstock to the body. I'm doing that because it's a much different sound than... That's a lot sharper. I find when you're doing vibrato on the root, it usually makes more sense to be subtle because the last thing you want to do is pull your root out a little bit. So there's your B, A, and now the 3rd of E. That's G sharp, and then a quick back up to A. And again, I'm choosing to use my 3rd finger because I feel in this scenario that it's important to maintain that style of vibrato, that violin style. So. Then, when it goes to the second part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline the chords 2 notes at a time on the 4th and 3rd string. So I'm going to slide in to my B and my D, the minor 3rd. We're always going to choose a 3rd in one of these dyads because the 3rd creates chord function. So I'm going to slide in to my B and my D. That gives me B minor. I'm going to go back, slide back in to my A and my C sharp. That's going to give me my A major. And then I'm going to go back one more and I'm just going to give 1 strum. And that's going to be on my G sharp and B. The G sharp and B, that is the major 3rd of E. And the B, of course, is the 5th. So that gives us that E tonality. But it's a close move. So you don't hear that big jump. You just hear that as opposed to, right? You're not having that 4th move. So the whole thing, you have... And again, throughout this whole time, I'm doing that violin style vibrato, that headstock to body, just because it's a little more subtle and I think it makes sense with this style. So now let's take a listen with the jam track.